Hey, Kelvin. Thanks for the update, partner. So the big reason I wanted to make you a video, because I realized what I said here, I didn't have to make much more, but there's a little bit more that I wanted to convey to you with regard to future goals. Okay, and powerlifting. Yeah, sounds like it's off the horizon right now. Off the future for Kelvin. Which is a little bit unfortunate. Powerlifting is a little bit more, in my opinion, a lot more sustainable than bodybuilding. Okay, especially during stressful times of life. And you're going to be going through some big life changes here, and life is going to be a little bit stressful, and I think the big question that you want to ask yourself is, do you want to be dieting for a bodybuilding show? It's going to happen January of 2018, which means we're going to have to get started fairly soon. Probably no later than when you get back from reservist, while you're doing this big life change. That's remember how hard it was, to diet, especially during the last few phases of prep, where you're hungry, you're fragile, and you got to suck it up. You got to hit your numbers whether you feel like it or not. You got to be very food focused, and you got to quantify every gram of food. Let's kind of prepare for that, because come December, November, December, which is a hard time of year anyway, with the Christmas holiday and whatnot, you're going to need to be meticulous, and you're going to be lean, and you're going to be fragile, and you're going to be starting a new career, So think long and hard about that, Kelvin, before we commit here, okay? Now, here's the nice thing. Think long and hard about it, because we got time, right? You're going on reservist in July. We're not going to start anything prior to that anyway. That's right around the corner. And we just need to gather data, okay? So, essentially, what if you do decide to do that? If you decide to take down that kind of an endeavor, first of all, know that you better let your wife know that. First and foremost, that it's going to be rough, and you're not going to be able to go out to dinner with her on the weekends come November, December. You're not going to be able to probably celebrate Christmas, or at least if you do, you're going to need to weigh every little thing and know the food, because that's pretty close to your competition in January. Make sure she's good with that, okay? And then, secondly, make sure you're prepared for that. There's not going to be, any room for inaccuracies if we're doing a bodybuilding show in January, okay? So then, like I said, in the meantime, we're not going to do anything until then, but it's a great time to gather data, and you've got a great chunk already, okay? So I kind of move the body weight and macro log over next to your training. Continue to get your body weight every day. At this point, we want body weight only when things are consistent. So if you sleep in 2 hours later than you normally get up and weigh yourself, don't weigh yourself that day, okay? If you have all of your food at dinner the night before, okay, all your macros the night before, don't weigh yourself the next day, because those are just outliers that are going to kind of throw us off here a little bit, okay? But otherwise, continue doing what you're doing, because we've got a great chunk of data here from the 15th of June until now, and if we do that for the rest of this month and then all the way through reservist, up to reservist in July, if you do decide to do this, we can get started right away, and we can use this data between now and when you leave for your reservist for diet programming, okay? All right, buddy, I think that's it. So again, think long and hard about that. Talk to your business partners, talk to your wife, let them know you're going to be pretty darn useless for anything except what's going to go into bodybuilding prep for January, for the months of November and maybe November, definitely December. Okay. And then, yeah, if you're committed and they're going to support you and they understand, let's get going on it. Okay. And let's bust ass. Let's give 100%. And, we don't have to be perfect, but we need to be excellent. And we'll get going on that as soon as you get back from reservice, or at least, not long after you get back. Okay. All right, bud. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.